Hi, I'm Janet. After years of trying to figure out the film industry, making some gains, only to see them dwindling away, I finally got my shit together and I made $85,000 my first year in the film industry in Los Angeles. Creating a career in film does not need to be a struggle. You can start in your city. I want to teach you my process and teach you how to do it. You'll see that you really can live that extraordinary film lifestyle that only the film industry can provide. Let's go.
Why do artists love working in film? Why do artists like working in film? What attracts creative people to the film industry? You know, why am I choosing to work in film? Why are you choosing to work in film? Have you ever thought about it? Like really thought about it? My name is Omar. I'm a mentor here at Friends in Film. I've worked on MTV. I've worked for Netflix. I've worked for Panda Express, Microsoft, PBS, and a bunch of other stuff. And I am here to explain and kind of talk about why the film industry is just so good for creative people. People like me, people like you. Like, I never thought I would be working in film. I wasn't until I met Janet and saw her example, and she really sold me on the dream, like mostly about the lifestyle. That's what really like spoke to me, was the lifestyle the film industry provides you. Because like, first off, it's high, they're high paying jobs. Okay. Like, union minimum is like $550, $650 per day. And they're high paying jobs. They're creative jobs. I worked on like 5 short films this past month, and it was so much fun. It was like so cool. Like, I'm getting paid to make movie magic, like play with horror films and cool, like just fun stuff. It's cool, interesting stories. Like every set was just its own little beautiful pod of creativity, and it's amazing. And I got paid to make that happen. It was so cool. It was amazing. Last week I made $1,000 working on 2 short films in a week. So that gives you an idea. And I'm just barely getting started. Like, that's not the $650 per day jobs. I was making like $150 a day, but you know, like, okay, so to give you an example, on a higher budget professional shoot, I make anywhere between $210 and $250 a day. That's like the average rate for the entry level jobs is $210, $250 a day. On that same shoot, people are making $650 and more a day. Okay. So I worked like 10 days on a Netflix shoot. I made about a little over $2,000, $2,100. On that same shoot, somebody making $650 made $6,500. Okay. So that's like, just think about that. I mean, I don't know about you, but that'd make a huge difference in my life. That's what I'm working towards. And that's what Janet is teaching me and mentoring us on how to achieve and how to set up our career that way. So the high paying jobs, the creative jobs, I don't know if y'all are into like affirmations and manifestation and, you know, visualizing your future and like feeling it right now here in the present moment before you see it in the physical reality. I remember like years ago journaling and writing down, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm making money in a fun and creative way. And I've literally realized that vision right now, like right here. That's my life now. It's amazing. It's so freaking cool. So just letting you know what's possible, and there are ways to do it. Okay. So another reason why I chose to work in film, why artists just naturally gravitate towards film. Maybe you're kind of searching. You don't know exactly what you want to do with your life. You know that you're creative. You know, maybe you're writing ideas. Maybe you're just really funny and creative, or maybe like you're very artistic, but you don't know exactly where that fits in a money-making situation in an industry. Well, there's definitely a spot for you in the film industry. Just letting you know. Cause like the film industry helps you helps feed your creative visions. Okay. When you work in film, you're around creative people, you're around creative stories, and you just get ideas for beautiful things. So like my main thing is music. Like that's my passion. That's my art. And being on set just feeds that passion so much, you know, like coming up with things to write about, or like even like chatting about people and getting introduced to new songs and all that stuff. It's really freaking cool. If you're a writer or a director, being on set, you just come up with amazing ideas. Just riffing back and forth with witty people is amazing. It's so much, honestly, it's so fun. And it's so cool, the amazing things that you can come up with, you know. Just I've seen, you know, writers and directors go back and forth, and then they see an idea, maybe like one of the props that they're working on inspires some completely like an entire story that's not exactly related to what we're working on. And it's just cool. Like those are the things that you can expect when you start working in a creative industry. And so the film work feeds your creative visions. It also provides a financially stable position for you. So, you know, Janet talks about how you can work 10 to 15 days a month in the film industry and have all this free time to do like whatever else you want, you know? So when you work 10 to 15 days a month, you work 10 days on set, let's say. So let's say you achieve that goal of getting the 650 a day jobs. So you work 10 days a month, you make 6,500. And like, even in Los Angeles, like that covers rent, that covers food, and you have money to go do fun stuff. So you literally can like work and then on your free time, just write or read or paint or whatever it is that you're doing, you know, like start developing your own scripts and passion projects, or like, you know, studying new plays, or I don't know what you artists do. Go to more acting classes, go experience life. And I mean, if you're spontaneous like me, the film industry buys you the freedom and security to be spontaneous. It's like the opposite of a 9-to-5. Like I hate 9-to-5. I hated it. It was so soul sucking. I hated having someone else make my own schedule. I hated having a limited number of days off. Like in the film industry, you can take as many days off as you want, because it's freelance. You literally make your own schedule. If you want a job, you take it. If you don't, then you don't have to take it. And that just blends well with the artistic personality. At least maybe if you're similar to me, I just love that spontaneity. And the freedom is like next level. It feels really good. And it also feels really good to work 3 days straight, just focus on one project, and then take 3 days off and just, you know, just relax or go travel or do something. I couldn't do that working my survival jobs. I couldn't do that working retail or working for Amazon or working IT 9-to-5. You know, we had to be there 5 days a week and only had weekends off. Now, like, I do all my fun stuff during the week. It's super freaking cool. It's really awesome. So it just blends well with that spontaneous personality. Not saying that you don't have to be spontaneous to work in film. You can definitely set up your schedule to be more consistent. You just have to build it that way. But that's the cool thing about the film industry, is that you can mold it and shape it into pretty much whatever you want. Maybe you never thought about that before. Maybe you think about working in film, but you don't know the details about how that actually plays out. It's a freelance industry, and it's really cool. It's just a newfound freedom, and maybe you should start imagining that life where you're getting jobs texted to you, emailed to you on your phone, and you can choose whether to say yes or no, or you're just too busy. Like, you're already working on something you love for 5 days, and then you're going to go, you're going to just work on your art for another 5 days. So the film industry also gives you resources to realize your visions. It gives you resources like knowing people is a resource. You get to know people that will help you. Let's say you have an idea. Like I have an idea of a music video, but I'm not quite sure exactly how to make it happen. I've worked with so many DPs this past few months. I have an idea of like who I can talk to, that I can ask them if they're interested in bringing my vision to life, because we're friends now, and because we've worked together, we have the relationship established. I instead of me like going out and searching for somebody that may or may not be good, I've worked firsthand with all of these talented, skilled DPs, and I know what they're capable of. I know what their style is. I know what their personality is like. I know what their eye is like. And now I can piece like, oh, like this DP will work perfectly for this song. I'm going to ask them how they feel about making the music video for this. Or like, oh, this DP, that the mood that we filmed for that film, it kind of matches this song. Let me ask them to, if they want to film my music video. So that kind of thing, that's like what's happening with me. It may be different for you. You're like just working in the industry, you naturally gravitate towards your people. You naturally start building a team where like, if you work in camera, let's say you're a camera operator, and then you develop your little team of assistant camera, you have your little team of first AC and second ACs that you just love to work with, and you already have that vibe and you already have that rhythm. So artists like working in film because of the resources it gives you. It gives you resources to new ideas. It gives you resources to talented people. It gives you resources to equipment, resources to locations. You see things that you never would have seen otherwise, and maybe it'll spark a new idea for you. And this is one of the ways that artists use the film industry to build their vision, and you can do that too. And we recommend it. That's what Friends in Film is all about. Like, you're an artist. The film industry is a beautiful industry to work in because it's so creative, and you can use your job to build your vision. It's like the opposite of like when I was working retail or IT. It's like I was away from my passions. I was doing this chore that I was not passionate about. And like, yeah, I was grateful for it because it was making me money, but it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I wasn't aligned with my purpose there, and I felt it. So working in the film industry, it's like your gifts as an artist, they get put to use, and you get paid for it. You get compensated for it, for being creative. And that's amazing. It's a beautiful feeling, and it's available to you. We teach you how to make that happen. That's what Friends in Film is all about. So if let's say you're working a survival job right now, and you feel that craving to be aligned with your purpose, to feel aligned with your gifts and your talents and your skills and your dreams. There's that feeling. I know that you've had that feeling in the past before, where you're just like, you're doing the right things. Like maybe like you're on stage doing your thing and it just feels amazing. And it's like, oh my God, like this is what I was put on earth to do, or like, I don't know, you just finished writing some amazing story and you're writing that high, that adrenaline, like, there's nothing else like it. And you have to listen to those things like that get your heart racing and that capture your focus when you tune into those flow states. 'Cause that's what you should be doing, And when you're away from that, it sucks. When you're working under fluorescent lights, under recycled air, having somebody else make your own schedule. That's not that's not what it's all about. I wanted to get out of there as fast as I could, and I did. I stayed there too long. Anyways, you're able to use your artistic and creative gifts, and there's nothing else like it. It's really amazing. I production designed for the first time recently on one of the shoots that I was working on the other week, and it was so cool. Just building the set, making it all happen, developing the look. Sorry if you hear a cat in the background. What else? I kind of mentioned this already, but I'll say it again. The Friends in Film strategy puts you in a financially stable position, so you're able to make your money in a fun and easy way. You are also doing things now that will be benefiting you 10, 20 years in the future, because we teach you how to build a successful career like Janet. So when you start out getting on these assistant jobs, you're going to be making $210 to $250 a day. And then we build the foundation with those jobs so that you'll be able to make the $650 a day and $650 plus, cause sometimes you can get paid like $3,000 a day, like Janet. And that's an entrepreneurial spirit that people don't realize that they can develop, and they need to develop in order to be successful in the film industry. I mean, I don't think they teach that in film school. I didn't go to film school, but I'm working in the film industry. And if you want to be successful, you definitely need to have that entrepreneurial spirit to make it happen, to want to move up, to want to grow, and to want to develop yourself. And Friends in Film like teaches you all the networking skills, all the mental mindset stuff, and everything you need to be successful. The film lifestyle, the lifestyle that comes with building a career in the film industry, is just so amazing. It's just incredible. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you want to stay in a 9 to 5. But it's definitely amazing if you're spontaneous, if you're artistic, if you like working on one single project and then moving on to the next one. It just never gets boring, is what I'm getting at. Whereas like 9 to 5 shit gets boring, at least to me. It's the lifestyle, it's the high paying jobs. And like I said, like I just started. I've only been doing this coming up on 2 years now, and I'm working full time in the film industry. But I understand that there's so much more to go. Like Janet and Joe, her husband, and Friends in Film is teaching me, or like taught me, that what I'm doing now, the foundation, is building a career that's going to be paying me 5, 10, 20 years in the future because of the seeds I'm planting today. Because of the seeds I've been planting the first 2 years, I am setting myself up for success when, like 20 years down the line, if I want to keep doing this. And that's incredible. That's really valuable, If you're an artist, maybe like you haven't thought about that. Maybe you're just trying to figure out how to make money off of your art. Well, you can do that, and you can also do it in a way that's gonna buy you security in the future, 20 years from now, doing what you love instead of like spinning in circles trying to figure out how to turn your art into a business right now. Just go in the film industry. I highly recommend it. The Friends in Film program basically teaches you how to build a successful career in film. Janet Urban is our mentor, and she is one of the top dogs in the industry. She works on the biggest stuff on like Super Bowl commercials, and she is giving us her framework, her strategy, and her methods on how to create a successful career like hers. She's been doing this for over 20 years. I've been doing this for 2 years, and honestly, I don't know how I would have gotten to this position if it wasn't for Janet. Now I'm working on MTV, I'm working for Netflix, I'm doing all this cool stuff. I'm working on movies, I'm getting paid to work on movies and TV. Okay. I'm getting paid to work travel jobs with rock stars and gypsy dancers. And it's amazing. So it would have taken me, I don't know, I don't have no idea, like 10 years to make 2 years of progress. I don't know how I would have gotten into the film industry. I don't know how I would have started getting on Netflix shows. Like, I have no idea. I didn't even think that was a possibility. I didn't even think that was like I didn't see that for my future at all. But Janet showed me the path and showed me the strategies on how to make it happen, the success secrets. And that's what Friends in Film does. That's what we do here. That's what Janet mentors us. And yeah, so keep making your art, keep doing it. You can have a healthy career. You don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to be a starving artist. You can make money in a creative way that will feed your art and actually help you bring your visions to life. So go do it.
Thanks for listening today. And if you have a moment, could you please leave me a review? I would love that. And make sure you head over to friendsandfilm.com/join and sign up for my free mini course on what you need to know to find opportunities and start making film and acting work come to you. I'll see you next week.